All right, thanks, Kent. Just recapping last week and happy to answer any questions. Obviously thrilled with our players and their performance Thursday night in Manhattan, Kansas. Great atmosphere. I thought our players really delivered on both ends of the floor. Loved our unselfishness, loved our defensive effort, and of course the much improved rebounding performance of our team. It was also a huge week for us as we signed three really good players for the future of our program, and Jalen Reese, Matt Gilhool, and Mozzie Mosley. Happy to answer any questions on them, as I know this is the first time we've been together since signing day. And then finally, really looking forward to being back in the PMAC tomorrow night at 7 against Charleston Southern. I think we had a really good day of practice yesterday, need another good one today, and look forward to our next opportunity.
I mean, can you just talk about, I guess, in that game against Kansas State, it seemed like every time there was a missed shot or turnover created, you guys were getting down the court really, really quick and getting some easy looks. Just talk about maybe the pace of play that you really liked in that game and just how that's a style you guys want to lean into.
Well, we talk about it all the time. We definitely want to play fast offensively, but to do that, you have to defend and rebound. Otherwise, you're always taking the ball out of the net. So I thought, getting consistent stops, and then we were advancing the ball with the pass versus the dribble. That first half, I think we had 17 baskets, 13 of them were assisted on. Loved the unselfishness, and you had guys turning down good shots to get a great one. Really a fun way to play. So the pace is certainly in line with where we'd want to be. But again, you have to really be locked in on the defensive end to get out in the open floor like that.
Defensively, obviously, y'all are from the three-point line #1 in the country. Your blocks are up from last year. Just how do you evaluate the overall progress, and where do y'all still need to improve on?
Yeah, I love the defensive scheme. I think our guys have been really bought in there. When you have rim protection, it allows you to be aggressive defensively. And I think Damian Collins, first couple games, Derek Fountain, Corey Chess last game, are doing a really good job there, protecting the rim. It's allowed our guards to really get after it on the perimeter and defend the three. As far as getting better, you've seen us get beat some one-on-one off the bounce, which is going to happen, but we got to play better one-on-one defense and then better team defense in those situations. And I thought you saw a lot of improvement in those two areas at Kansas State.
How much are the bones of this team kind of starting to materialize as far as who they are and the DNA, like you say? Like, feel like it's repeatable now to a degree?
You hope so. I mean, it's still early. We're 120 minutes in, but to go on the road in that type of environment and perform the way our guys did, I thought it's a great credit to them and the buy-in and the connectedness that you're starting to see. I think our senior guards have really provided great leadership there. Cam's obviously shows up in the box score, his three-point shooting, his efficiency so far this season. You saw Jordan's second half against Alabama State, and then his performance going in to Manhattan. And then Jai Bailey, who doesn't always all show up in the box score, but he guarded a guy averaging 20 a game, basically for 40 minutes the other night, and I don't think he got a single point against him. So I think it starts there, and then there's got to be a high level of chemistry in the locker room. We've tried to be very intentional there. Still have a ways to go, but I like the direction it's headed, certainly.
How was Mike Williams doing? He didn't play in the Kansas State game.
Yeah.
Was there a reason for that? Or?
No, it's it's a little bit of a tough situation. I think right now we have once we get Derek back, that gets us to 11. When we get Noah, that gets us to 12. And you have 12 good players. And I just think it's really difficult to play 10, 11, 12 guys in the flow of a game. That's just kind of the way the rotation went at Kansas State. I think you saw the lesson. Corey wasn't in the mix the previous game and came to practice and kept working, stayed focused on getting better, got his opportunity and gets 13 rebounds in 21 minutes. So just most assuredly, it was nothing disciplinary or anything like that. It's just a little bit of a numbers game there from a rotation standpoint for us.
What did you like about Victoria's Numbers game last game?
I thought he played outstanding, both ends of the floor. The points will show up in the box score, but I thought he made a concerted effort to make the improvement necessary on the defensive end. Thought he really competed on that end. When Jai wasn't on Housen, he took the assignment and did a nice job there. I thought his shot selection was good. When he got in the paint, if he didn't have an opportunity to score, had a nice kick out to Cam Carter for a big three. Just thought he played really efficient basketball on both ends of the court.
Do you expect to have Derek back?
I do not. We're hoping to have him for the tournament this weekend, but he was out of practice yesterday. I expect him to be out again today, and we're targeting Friday as his potential return.
Are you looking for a traditional six-man or just whoever has the off-the-bench scoring punch, or just whoever it is?
I don't really look at it that way. We kind of settle in on a rotation as the season goes along. As I always say, our starting lineup, this isn't necessarily our starting lineup for the rest of the season. I think roles are always evolving, always changing. But I did like the rotation on Thursday in Manhattan. I thought the guys had a really good rhythm, both ends of the court. I thought we got, probably didn't get enough attention after the game. I thought our bench was phenomenal. The production, you look at Corey Chess coming in, his 13 rebounds. You look at Damian Collins going 5 of 5 from the floor with 12 points and his rim protection. Curtis Givens, 3 assists, no turnovers in the first half. And then obviously Victorious gets 15 points on the road. And so I think that's really important. That's why I always say it. I know players care about it, fans care about it, who starts. It's how do you help impact your team and impact winning. And that's what will get you to the floor here.
To that degree, how important was it for your team to get the lead and then hold that lead, throughout the course of the game? Kind of speaking to playing, with some confidence and playing them ahead.
Well, it was important. You see the leadership from our seniors starting to emerge. I would argue we're probably one of the few teams in the country. 4 of our 9 that played are freshmen. So a lot of young guys playing out there on the road in a hostile environment. I thought they handled it really well. Whenever the lead did get down to 9 or 10, I think they cut it to 10 with 9 minutes to go, and it burned a timeout. We came out. Jai Bailey gets Cam Carter a big three. They got it down to 9 one more time, or 10, and I believe Jordan Sears hits a big three on another Jai Bailey assist. So I thought we always responded to the many runs K-State made in the game.
With the signing class, can you just break down their games?
Sure. Yeah, Jalen Reese, ultimate winner. Point guard, true point guard, great vision, high basketball IQ, willing passer. He shoots it well from 3. I think he's also a guy who's very crafty off the dribble. So he has a lot of solutions in his game at the point guard position. But his greatest trait is his team just wins. And so we're fired up about him. Mozzie Mosley, incredible upside, almost 6'6". Shoots it well from 3. Another guy I think is a combo guard type, in that he has good vision and is creative off the bounce. And I think his upside is off the charts. And then Matt Gilhole, 6'11". Mozzie and Matt, obviously, like most high school seniors, have to get stronger physically. But Matt is a perfect fit for the way we want to play. He's tough around the basket. He finishes with either hand, very skilled. At 6'11", he picks and pops to shoot the 3. I think when you look at all 3, the impact on winning, they're a fit for our program. Selfishly, they're a really good fit for me. And I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to get to coach them.
What's that mean?
What's that?
How are they a fit for you? What does that mean?
All about winning, relentless work ethics, team first guys, play the game the right way, are going to do more than is expected. Fun to coach. Fun to coach. I think that's really important. When you start, it's easy to walk in the gym and see who can play, and we can all do that. But now you got to figure out how are they wired, how much do they care about not only their performance but their performance of the team. I How impactful are they as teammates? Do they impact winning? And all three of those guys certainly do that. So we're fired up. They're LSU Tigers.
About the Greenbrier event for you, what does that do for a team early in a season like this?
Well, you know me, Michael, I'm just looking at this game tomorrow night. We got to go 1-0 tomorrow night. But when you look at the field, it's an incredible field. You know, Pitt just won by 30 over West Virginia. Wisconsin just scored 130 or something points against Arizona. Central Florida already has a win over Texas A&M. So it's a great field. I think those neutral site games are priceless, and more quad one opportunities for our team here in November.
Is there something to be said to have a road game or true road game within a neutral site, you know, as far as building that team? You talked about the new pieces and kind of getting them all together.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, in hindsight, obviously I don't think it's ideal to go play at Kansas State in your third game, you know, with 4 freshmen. But credit to our players. They handled it the right way and took advantage of the opportunity. Now we got to build on it. We got to keep getting better. Ball security obviously has to improve. And credit to our players. I think it was one game. And we're very excited about the outcome and the result, but they came in Sunday ready to get better and improve our team, take advantage of this opportunity to play in the PMAC tomorrow night, and then we'll get ready for the tournament.
You spoke a little bit about Damian there and kind of the impact he had off the bench. Just maybe talk about, is that kind of like the ideal role you guys see him in terms of just being able to affect your team in those kinds of ways, or just talk about maybe what kind of punch he can give you guys coming off the bench like that?
But Glenn, he's like this once-in-a-lifetime athlete. 6'9", 7'4.5" wingspan. He's as fast as anyone on our team. Plays way above the rim. And I think he's in a really good place in his buy-in level to impact our team. Defensively, rim protection. He's really active defensively. He's been terrific in ball screen coverage schemes. Then offensively, he's a great ball screen and roll player, elite finisher. You saw him crashing the offensive glass. He gets out, you know, on the dunk he got in the second half. I think if you start the film, he was maybe the furthest guy from the rim, and he takes off in a dead sprint and gets a wide open dunk on a great pass from Jordan Sears. So, you know, really pleased with where he's at. He's been very effective and efficient, both ends of the court to this point.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.